Hello, ladies. Today we're going to talk about the shame that can be associated with being single. Single shame. It actually is a real deal for so many women. You're out there and you get asked, why aren't you married yet? Or what's wrong here? Why aren't you with someone? And for many women, it can bring about a lot of shame, especially if you're younger and you've never been married and you're entering the later years where family and friends are wondering when it's going to happen for you. So I remember what that shaming was like. And so I want to talk a little bit about it, especially that Valentine's Day is within a couple days. So how are you going to manage this single shaming? And if you haven't listened in before, I'm Dr. Kelly Martin Schuh, Amazon bestselling author, speaker, and transformational coach for women. And before I forget, I want to invite you to join me this Valentine's Day at 8:15 a.m. Mountain Time on Denver Channel 2, where I'll be sitting with an anchor as a relationship expert. And Natalie Tisdale actually has some questions for me around dating and being single and this Hallmark holiday that's right around the corner. So I'm wondering how you've been feeling about that. If you're single, maybe you're dating and you haven't been asked out yet for that date for Valentine's Day, and you don't really know what to do with this, and you think there's something wrong with you. So the first thing I'm going to let you know is that there is absolutely nothing wrong with you. You're not broken. You're not broken. And so I look at this holiday, if you are single and you don't have a date, use it as a day to love, like practice love, and start with loving yourself. Like, what does that look like? And so maybe part of this, this holiday for you could be a stake in the ground, claiming the love that you have for yourself, loving all of you, all of the pieces that make you you. We all have work to do. I look at the personal growth system and education, and there's so much. I mean, we live in a day and an age where there's so much to learn, and there's always going to be an opportunity to learn and grow, and especially in matters of love and partnership. And so this holiday, this Valentine's Day, if you're single, I really want you to practice loving thyself first, doing the self-care, taking the time to be quiet. I just put on a 3-day event and it took a ton of energy, and it was such an up-leveling and such a transformation for many women. And I'm getting the feedback that they're still feeling the good vibes. And one of the things that's being reported is that these women now accept themselves more. They're loving themselves more. They're upping their standards in partnership. The partnership that you desire begins with the partnership that you have with yourself. Is there an inner bully? I call it the inner bully that drags you down, that says really mean things about yourself, that's always pointing out what's wrong. I challenge you today. What is right with you? And what I mean by that is, what gifts do you have that you bring to partnership? And I challenge you to write them down in a journal today. Write down the things that you love about yourself, or that you could love about yourself. And if you're finding it hard to love yourself and know what there is to love about yourself, ask a dear friend. What is it that you think I bring to a relationship? And it's so important that you own that. It is the only way that you will up your standards and magnetize the partnership that you've always desired. So it starts with really acknowledging, what do you bring to partnership? And then the next phase would be, what could you bring to partnership that maybe you're not currently bringing? What could that look like? Is there a willingness, for example, is there a willingness to be wrong when you get in an argument with a loved one? I was talking to a woman, a coaching client yesterday, and she and her partner have very different opinions on healing and health. And this is a woman that has been challenged around her health these past couple of years. She's a high achieving dentist. She's got so much going for her. Hello, Edgar. I love the thumbs up. She's got so much going for her. And yet in terms of healing and health, she is on one end of the spectrum and her husband is on the other end of the spectrum. And I gave the example of politics. Now, I am not here to speak politics. It is a sure, fast way to divide people, and especially in now, in today's time. But if you take a couple where one person is, say, far left in politics, and you take another person who's in partnership is on the far right, and they have strong opinions, they're probably never going to come to the middle if the conversation is always about trying to talk the partner into the other viewpoint. And in this example, this woman has a holistic approach to health and healing, and her husband is very traditional. And where they keep on butting heads is around this challenge, and it's affecting every area of their partnership. And so I ask you, are you making love the highest priority? And asking the question is, how can we get on the same page around something that maybe is challenging in your partnership? Or do you always need to be right? Do you always need to be the one being right? And if that's the case, I know you're challenged in partnership. One of the things that my husband and I are willing to do is to admit when we're wrong, and a willingness to see the other's perspective. And I think at the core of our relationship is trust and respect. And that's the foundation that builds any long-term partnership. So this Valentine's Day, I want you to, as I said, start number one, love up on yourself. Take that bath. Take that time to do a yoga class. Take that time to read fictional piece, because you deserve the downtime. So that's the first thing that I talked about, is really loving up on yourself this Valentine's Day. The second thing is, as we said, looking at, what do you bring to partnership? This is something to celebrate. And it's always an opportunity to up your game. What could you bring to partnership that maybe you're not currently bringing? And so I think that is something to seriously look at. And then around the shaming, this shaming around being single, is to really, as people are stepping into this celebratory day, to really own where you are and where you are on the path. And what that means is, if you are having challenges around dating, around partnership, around maintaining long-term partnership, then know that there are people out there that specialize in this kind of stuff. Actually, I do. If you're looking for someone to support you in love and partnership and having more passion and pleasure and really understanding love, I could be that gal for you. In fact, today I want to announce for the first time to the open public, we announced this at our recent event, and it was invite only. And now we're ready to open doors to our Lifelong Love Academy. Now, let me tell you who this is not for. This is not for a woman who is just really enjoying dating and not really looking for long-term partnership. This is not for someone that's just looking for sex and not long-term partnership. This is also not for someone who is looking outside of the long-term monogamous partnership, because that is really where my expertise shines. So it's not for the polyamorous or the person that really is looking for more an alternative love relationship. I am here to serve single, successful women who know that they actually don't need a man. They really don't. They know that they don't need it. And yet they would love intimacy. They would love partnership in life. They would love to attract someone that up levels them, that holds them to a new standard for themselves. And so this Lifelong Love Academy, I've been dreaming about it for years, and doors are open. You do need to apply because we need to make sure that you're a fit. In this program, there is so much I can't wait to share with you. This is truly what I have cultivated in my research and in working with women for over a decade. To help women to really find and give them the tools and the skill sets for love for the rest of their lives. This is for women that are committed to that. You know, sometimes every now and then I'll have women that say, hey, can't we just work together for just a small amount of time? And what I tell them is I'm committed to women's outcomes. You know, I am so excited to say that even just this week, I found out about another woman that got engaged. And so women who I work with, I really when I follow them, long-term, they're happier, they're healthier, they're in beautiful partnerships. And these are partnerships that last because they are based on foundational skills. And this is an opportunity for your, what I call your PhD for love. This is the stuff that our parents didn't teach us necessarily. Our friends haven't taught us. There aren't a whole lot of role models in partnership and partnerships that last. And this is a group program. And if you are interested, go to drkellylive.com and check it out. You're going to see what's covered in this. Over the course of the year, we're going to go through what I call the 12 pillars of love. These are foundational pillars that you're going to need. You're going to need the tools and the skill set to navigate relationships. So the beginning part of the program is working on yourself and that self-love. We give you the tool sets to dating in the digital world. We give you tools around heart mastery, tools around the two things that couples fight about most, sex and money. This is what ruins relationships. So if you don't have a strong foundation around these things, you need them. And I want to provide you with the tools and the skill sets that week by week, month by month, once you're able to embody them in a safe, sacred sisterhood, it is a game changer. And so this is a year-long program. It's a PhD for love. All the details are at drkellylive.com. And if you jump into the program, we have some amazing bonuses. So anyway, if you don't have the skill set, so all you need to do is look at your history, right? Some of the women that I've worked with have been divorced and they realized where their relationship went south. And yet a lot of women that I've worked with have also been in years of therapy trying to work through stuff from the past. I have technology in the coaching that I use that can get to the heart of what's really stopping you and really give you what you need to make that long-term investment. It's an investment in love. You'll bring the tools that you're learning both in your intimate partnership, but it will impact every relationship of your life. And I believe that we are here on this planet to give and receive love. And we need these skills more than ever. So doors are open. They're not going to be open for a very long period of time. I will be supporting an intimate group of women. And if this sounds like you, if you're single and successful and on your heart, you want partnership, you don't want to do this all alone anymore, this is the time to check it out. Check it out. We'll see if it's a fit. I'll get on the phone with you after you fill out the application. If I think that you might be a great fit for the program, we'll jump on the call. You'll get a love breakthrough coaching call with me, which you will find valuable whether or not we accept you into the program. So anyway, if you're listening and you want lifelong love, it sounds like a big deal, because it is a big deal. And it is for women that are committed to that. No matter what, I can tell you the benefit of having love in my life. It is my rock. It is why I can do what I do. Living with so much passion, so much pleasure. And I'm going to be straight up with you. I have recently had my husband and I have come into some bumps in the road, but we have the tools to get and use the resources that we have to move through them, right? So I want that for you. Maybe you're actually in a relationship and maybe that it's new. This also would be a fantastic course for you. We want to set you up for long-term success, not just a flash in the pan, not just, oh, I work with Dr. Kelly and, I got a great boyfriend and then it went sour. This is up-leveling. And I would love to serve you in that way, a heart-centered practice, hold you accountable for love, hold you accountable for you being the best version of you in love and life and partnership. Because the truth is, when you are in love, anything is possible. You're going to see other areas of your life pick up. You will end up knowing your worth, knowing how to ask for what you need. And when you get that in the intimate partnership, watch your business explode. Watch your relationship with other loved ones. You'll feel more connected. And also stop all that self-sabotaging thoughts and patterns and behaviors that keep you stuck and depressed and feeling like you're just running round circle. We're going to break through all of those limited beliefs that you're too much or that you're not enough, all of that crap that keeps you stuck in a life that's not fulfilling, it's not passionate. And I want so much more for you. And I stand here as a stand for you. And I know that it's possible. I've been able to work with women from all the continents except Antarctica. So if you're from Antarctica, I want you to just apply for the program so we can get on the phone, because wouldn't that be cool, supporting women from every continent? But seriously, I've worked with women from Cambodia and Africa and lots of Canadians and Americans. Here's what's universal. The universal thing that we're all challenged by to some degree is two things. We think that we're not enough, or we think that we're not lovable. Those are two wounds that every person on the planet has to some degree. But to what degree? Is it running the show? And for many of you, my heart goes out to you, because Thursday is coming and Thursday is Valentine's Day. And I ask you, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to stay in that place of the shame around being single and being the victim and feeling like you're broken? Or are you going to stand in your power and say yes to give you the skill sets, your PhD in love? This has never been offered before, and we've made it really, really available to people. And what I mean available is at a price point that makes sense for women. So I hope you'll check out drkellylive.com. Go check it out. At the very least, if it doesn't sound like a fit for you, take the Love Magnet quiz, the free quiz at the bottom of the page, and discover how strong is your magnet for love. Let's make it as magnetic as possible so that you can have the life and love that you deserve. Because I truly believe that love is your destiny, and it begins today. And it begins around this conversation of Valentine's Day and love, and without being the Hallmark love story that you maybe don't have right now in your life, claim it today. Claim it today. Check it out, drkellylive.com. And I so look forward to seeing if it's a fit for you, if this academy is a fit. Because if it is, watch out, world. Watch your heart expand. Watch you feel so supported in sisterhood like never before. We're going to teach you how to trust again, trust in yourself, amplifying your intuition. Man, it's going to be a journey, and it starts now. So go, don't waste any moment. Jump on over to drkellylive.com. If you like what you heard today, check this out every Tuesday, 4:30 Mountain Time. I'm here for Transformational Tuesdays. And I'll also be on Denver Channel 2, Valentine's Day morning, 8:15 a.m. Join me and what Natalie Tisdale and I, the anchor, have to say about love this Valentine's Day. And I send you so much love. And I'm Dr. Kelly Martin Schuh, Amazon bestselling author, speaker, and transformational coach for women. Have a fantastic day. Thanks. Bye-bye.